Strong women can dominate husbands, but not at home. Being strong at home makes husband and son useless. Remember, having a man is better than none. If you're strong in the family, your husband becomes useless, and your son will be useless too, because a strong woman can dominate her husband. Just think about it. If the woman in the family is complaining, blaming, nitpicking, or even disrespectful to her in-laws and thinks her husband is a loser, marrying such a woman is like marrying a disaster. If you understand, please raise your hand. Women, no matter how strong you are, even if you have the genes of Empress Wu Zetian, I want everyone to remember, having a man is better than having none. Someone needs to be appreciated. Remember, having a man is better than having none. Someone needs to be used well. Make the most of what you have. A woman's first wisdom is to make good use of her husband. Praise him, flatter him. How should women be? In a marriage, happiness comes from treating your husband like a son, praising him like a son, and having the same kind of unconditional love for him as you would for a son. This kind of unconditional love can instantly boost your happiness level. Every great mother can generally show unconditional love to her children, but when it comes to partners, there are always expectations, criticisms, and even control. Women who have learned this know how to communicate well with their husbands, while those who haven't learned often dismiss their husbands as useless or incapable. Why talk about a coward? Handle it. Turning a bad hand into something better shows skill. If there is no such benefit, do you need to say such things in the future? Even if you are a coward, you still put it aside. It's radical. You're really capable of playing a bad hand well because you have to know that you attracted this bad hand. I'm not here to change you. I believe in Zhou Wenqiang. I tell him, dear, I believe in you. I didn't do anything extra, just simple words, being by his side when others don't understand or support him. I believe in you. They don't understand you, but one day everyone will know who Zhou Wenqiang is. All I did was offer support. I didn't do anything extra, staying with him when everyone else didn't understand him, didn't back him, and even threw cold water on him. Only I was kind to him. Why do I believe in him? Because in my eyes, believing in him means zero risk for me. When a woman can truly admire her husband deeply, it doesn't matter whether he can become wealthy. His state is manifesting. I only treat him gently. Believing in him means zero risk for me. Admiring your husband doesn't depend on his ability to turn wealth into reality. His being is already manifesting. Admire your husband not just for his talent. A newborn may not understand much or speak, but as a mother, I admire my son. I have faith he will surpass me. This is the vitality of love. Wife, treat me like our son. What I want to tell you is not that you should worship your husband because he is talented. When a newborn baby is born, he may not understand many things and may not even learn to speak some words. But as a mother, I know this very well. I adore my son. I have an incomparable belief that my son is better than me. I think this is the greatest and most amazing crystallization in the world. This is the vitality of love. My husband only said one thing to me. Wife, treat me the same way you treat your son. Treat your husband like you would raise your son. Worship him like you would your son. And give him unconditional love just like you give to your son. Your life can only be filled with happiness. And even more happiness. But today, we are not living like that. We have unconditional love and no demands for our children. And some even go to extremes. But when it comes to our partners, we have expectations and demands, wanting them to live according to our standards. In fact, all these states of being are because everyone has lost themselves in the external material world and hasn't thought about what they truly want inside. If we interact with our partners without understanding their needs, it's like talking past each other. So I want to tell everyone one thing. You need to grow. What true growth really means is to always stand in the other person's shoes, using the way and language they like, to achieve a win-win result in the right time and space. Today you just say what you want to say without considering what others want to hear. Your relationship will definitely face obstacles. In a marital relationship, the greatest tragedy of our time is that we never learn. We already have the identity and responsibilities of this role. We never learn from current teachers. We haven't thought about managing a family, and we need to learn. We haven't considered parenting education, and we need English. We also haven't thought about how our husband's success is related to us. In the book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, it discusses the differences between men and women in great detail, including differences in thinking, behavior, cognition, and understanding. It also teaches how to ignite a man's passion and drive, helping him conquer his career, which in turn nurtures your husband. When your husband is strong, the family thrives. It's not just about being wealthy for 3 generations, it's about endless family prosperity. You say, "Teacher, I'm about to die." The teacher says, "You need to play in class, right? Here's a book that can help you solve your marriage problems." It's not unfair. You are willing to come to the course, but you don't even read any of the books recommended to you. Why are you so... If you keep holding on to your past troubles, how can you find a way out and sort through to freedom? This is something that every man and woman must read. If you don't read it, you won't be able to solve the course on managing relationships. When you have men are from Mars, women are from Venus as your compass in marriage, I want to tell everyone that your happiness is a true interpretation of Teacher Yang. Things that Teacher Yang recommends are all things I have benefited from, learned, and applied along the way. So I strongly recommend this compass for marriage, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, as it can lead your marriage to success and happiness. A great book that leads you to sweetness. It not only addresses the issues in your relationship, but also helps with how you interact and smooths out the challenges in your life. So I hope everyone buys it. Buys it. Buys it. John Gray's book is designed to help your entire family, even your whole lineage, move towards a sweeter life. A good woman can forget 3 generations or even 9 generations. And I hope you can learn what Teacher Yang has learned too.